So guys, here we have the Rolls Royce Phantom. These are the most powerful headlamps in the world. They're laser lamps, and this is the extended wheelbase version. And these are the new door handles. As you can tell, coming inside here, it is an amazing place to be. Look at all these wool. Oh, this is so thick and nice. This is powered. Everything is powered actually. I'll just come in here and sit down, because if I don't grab this opportunity, I will not be able to come in here again. And wow, I have to say this, aku sudah berjaya, anda bila lagi. To be able to sit here is amazing. Now I'm gonna bring you through this place slowly. You see these fiber optics on the roof liner. Now, as I'm touching them, right, you will not be able to feel them at all. The placements are seamless, first of all. Secondly, this entire headliner is finished in leather, and the fiber optics are using the holes as one of the outputs. Now, if you are born, okay, in terms of what kind of constellation you like, right, you can have a constellation that follows you're a Libran, or you are an Aquarius or whatever, you can just do it. Now, if you want the sky that is above where you were born, say for example, you were born in Petaling Jaya 1976, alright? And then you want the exact sky that is above you on the day that you're born, they can build the constellation that appears on the sky of the day you were born at the location that you're born. They can do it for you. This is Rolls Royce. This is the ultimate level of bespoke building. Now, these are all the controls obviously for the back here, and the materials are fantastic. And the screens are there, it will flip out. This is electronically controlled. This is electronically controlled as well. I am now in the extended wheelbase version. As you can see, these buttons, this is the footrest. It is raised now, and if I press this button, the floor will go down. Look at that. So it's not a physical thing that comes up, but it's actually the floor that pops up. Look at this beautiful polished stainless steel metal. This thing pops up and it pushes the thick wool up. And then look at all these controls for the rear aircon vents. It is a fantastic place to be in. At the back here, you of course have all these solid stainless steel material. And then look at inside here. Of course, they put a bottle of Evian here instead of a bottle of champagne, but it is fantastic. The build quality, the solidity of everything that is fitted inside here is just beyond imagination. So I have not enough words for it, but it's just at a level of build that I cannot describe. Now, I've been spending like 2 minutes in here. I cannot find a single surface that is finished in plastic. There are no plastics inside here. It is either leather, polished stainless steel, aluminium, or there's no such thing as satin chrome plated plastics. No, all these are stainless steel from what I'm looking at. Okay, a very nice, very comfortable cabin. Very lovely. Alright, so this is what it feels like inside here. I'm gonna vacate this spot for other people. And all this finishing, look at the finishing of the doors. And the doors are powered controlled. You can close them with a touch of a button from outside. Of course, these are the ashtrays. And look at the inner linings and all that. All these are wood as well. All these are fantastic materials. Even up to this part, it is finished in leather. So this is how amazing it feels. And if I press this, it pops the umbrella out. This is the famous indoor umbrella that comes with the car. You can specify it in any color you like. Of course, it's a Rolls Royce, right? You can put any patterns on it, but it has to be this one. And someone asked the question, nope, you cannot walk into a Rolls Royce showroom and say you want to buy an umbrella. That is impossible, okay? These are 22-inch wheels, and of course, they pick the best performance, quietest wheels that have. I would assume tire companies would want to fight to get to work with Rolls Royce. And of course, Continental is one of the top tire brands in the world. They invented tire threads, all right? And they are also the only tire maker that refuse to make low rolling resistance tires because you have to give up grip. So it's good to see a top brand like Continental working with Rolls Royce. Look at the rear here. The beautiful lamps. Oh my god, even the cover is inside. It's amazing. Yep. What was that? So, of course they have the cover in here. Don't bother. Just push it aside. Let's not even talk about how big the boot is. It's huge. But then it's the finishing in here. It is the level of finishing inside this boot. You know, none of the luxury car makers bother to do any carpeting on the top here, but Rolls-Royce used the most expensive of materials to cover all these up, and it's very, very nice. Alright, let's come to the side. This mechanism works the same as the BMWs. Look at this thing. You can specify your own if you want something different. That is Rolls-Royce as well. Okay, and this car is immense. The size of it is very, very, very big. How would I look at this? I think the height of the height of it, right? I think the XC90 is only here. Yeah, an XC90 is only about here, and this is a sedan. Mind you, look at the size of it, the immensity of it. This is a huge, huge car. Now the boot isn't very, very big, but it's usable. It's completely usable. It's not, I mean, Rolls Royces, they have their own, you know, stature and all that. It's not about how big my boot is and all that. That's not what they do. All right, let's come to the side here, and all these are just amazing. Okay, and like all Rolls Royces, the doors open like that. They call them the coach doors. We don't call them the suicide doors anymore. I mean, let's call them the coach doors, a nicer way of calling it. And I like the fact that the design of the dashboard is modern, yes, no doubt, but there is an old school feeling to it. Especially you look at all these switches, very tactical, but they could have done with buttons, but no, they use a toggle, you know, and even all this, you push, pull. It feels great operating them. That's the difference between a physical switchgear and a digital touchscreen and all that nonsense. Alright, the buttons all feel really great, and I think they are polished either aluminium or stainless steel because they feel very, very different. You know the material that I always mention, the satin chrome material? The satin chrome is supposed to mimic polished stainless steel, and these are the real stuffs that are in here now. These are digital meters, but like BMWs, they have an analog housing, you know. So with a digital display mimicking an analog one, whether you like it or not, but I think it's fine because the presentation looks good. Classic Rolls Royce dashboard. They are straight and serious and dignified, just like Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. That's Jonathan from Paul Tan. Now look at whatever you see behind here, okay, that floats across the screen. Look at the screen. Now all these are housed inside a glass panel. I don't think it's a plexiglass, or maybe, yeah, it's a plexiglass. This entire dash is hidden behind a sheet of glass, okay, and then within the sheet of glass there is a stand-up display, almost like an iDrive, but it's also finished in exquisite materials, and you can see the thing behind. It floats behind there. Now whatever that goes behind here, this entire thing that encapsulates the clock, that flows behind the I don't know whether you want to call it iDrive or R-Drive or whatever, is fully customizable. That means, right, it is not just a flat surface that you can spec. It is a three-dimensional surface because there is space behind this glass. So you want to put feathers in there, you can put feathers in there. You want to put some Hot Wheels in there, it's up to you. You want to put anything that means they do not just give you a canvas, a 2D canvas to do whatever visual you like. They're giving you a 3D space. It's a spatial thing, a spatial context that you can do whatever you like in there. I mean, you love your expensive watches, you can hide 2 of them in there. They can do that for you. So it's really, really up to you. So this makes this car different, very, very different. And it does not just go behind that, it flows all the way back here to here as well. So you see in some demo videos, right, they put feathers in there. That's quite amazing. All right, so this is a tray for what I do not know, but the way it floats out, the way it moves is fantastic. All right, these are the cup holders. As you can see, the way they operate in a very dignified manner. Yep, that's the iDrive controller, and yeah, it floats out like that. It's hidden, but then it comes out like here. You have all the controls here. You see, I like these buttons. They are tactical, they're physical, they are nice. All right, come on in here. A very nice leather-clad console with a holder for a phone and with a Qi charger, so you can charge your phone there as well. And if you're asking me, are there a lot of cubby spaces? Actually, no. The more important thing is not about the space or how you're going to utilize it. The utilization of it is not as important as the presentation of it. So this is how a Rolls Royce is, you know, and it's very, very different. All right, head-up display, familiar with that. And these are very familiar, the same as my car. Of course, it's leather wrap. My car is not leather wrap. And that's about it. This is a Rolls Royce. I'm surprised there's no frameless rear view mirrors, but I'm sure you can spec that as well if you wish. And that is what it feels like to sit in a Rolls Royce Phantom. So I'm lucky enough to be able to sit here. Look at that, look at that. Super thick. Alright, so I hope I managed to bring you through the feeling of... I would want to demo to close the door, sorry. There you go. I just press it and it closes by itself. Alright, so that's how it is. It's all yours. Now, 6.75 liter twin turbo engine. Okay, they've been using this engine for a long time, and this is, of course, at the very top, one of the smoothest, most powerful, most torquey, smooth delivery. Now, this engine is not about outright horsepower figure. It is also not about outright torque figures. It is about its ability to waft, its ability to move what is 2.5 tons or more, you know, in a manner that when the car moves, your head will not be pushed to the back. You know, that's how it should feel like, and this is what it feels like. You know, this car is huge, it's immense. Now, it's not as big as the old cars that I feature in Autostadt, but it is still very, very big. Especially the height of the car, it is very, very tall. It is almost the height, I think it is the same height as a, I would say a CRV in terms of the roof line. It is very, very tall. So, yeah, man. Look at that little plate here, and it's a lovely place. I wonder if anyone's behind?
Yes,
no?
there is. That's me.
Sorry? Okay. I'm gonna reveal the boss. Again, look at the doors. It opens 90 degrees for the rear passengers. Look at that. So in terms of the aperture when both doors are open, I don't know, man. It's huge. So yeah, there you have it. This is the Rolls Royce Phantom. I don't really fancy the shark fin antenna on top. I think it's a distraction from the beautiful lines that this car has. And I think in current technology, you don't need to put a shark fin on top of the car. But I don't know why they do that. It's maybe it gives better signal, but I don't know, man. The shark fin is like a sore point for me. I think this car is beautiful in its presentation, and I think it looks a lot lower than the previous Phantom and a lot more sleeker, because the average buyer of a Rolls Royce now globally is 39 years old. Yes, it has come down to that, and I think they want something rather different. That's how it is. Alright? I'll let you guys have a better look because this car is so huge. Alright, there you go. Cheers! Now of course this doesn't give you the full experience, but they can fly you to Goodwood to buy your Rolls Royce. I would fly there if I'm free, but basically these are some of the choices. They have a digital configurator that can do anything, that can finish in anything you like, but then these are, you know, some of the things that you can do. You can do anything you like. You can pick the carpet, you can pick the kind of wood, you can have the kind of material. Actually, if you can just walk into Quill, right, come in here just to touch it, you know, and you can tell your friends, I've touched a Rolls Royce, you know. Look at all this that you can customize. It is endless, it is relentless, it is endless. Alright, specially ordered for Henry Royce. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's quite dead now. Still, you can put your name there. I mean, if you love your wife, you order one for your wife and put her name there. Oh, she'll love you, man. Alright, so these are the things that you can go through. Like I mentioned again previously, this process of buying a car is actually what you pay the car for. Because if you go to some used dealer and buy it, it's pointless, right? Now look at this. Okay, the exact wax that replicas of the Spirit of Ecstasy. They put it into a mold, then they use the mold to put in the metal to create the Spirit of Ecstasy. If you do not know, right, her name is Emily. Yeah, her name is Emily. Alright. So, yeah. Now these guys here, you can actually remove the top portion. You see, you can remove this and so that you can see how it looks like in terms of color combination. This is the essentials of what a Rolls Royce line is. You know, the front end, the tapering rear, and every Rolls Royce follows this. And you can do different combinations to suit your taste. You want white that goes with this. That's how it looks like. You see? There you go. This is a brilliant tool that, you know, it's brilliant. You know, if I won lottery 5 million, right, I would spend 4 million on a Rolls Royce, and then I have 1 million to maybe buy a small condo, and I'll be happy for the rest of my life. Oh no, the 1 million I need to put aside for service and maintenance. Yeah. Alright, so that's how it is. That's the Rolls Royce. Cheers. Emily? Hi. Let's go take photo with Emily. Okay. Alright, come. Emily with Emily? Yeah. Okay, so guys, if you didn't know, Spirit of Ecstasy, her name is Emily, and she's here today. Hi Emily. Hi. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Thank you.